What's going on, guys? Carlos right here from the Ark. I'm on my way to serve at this place where a bunch of people get together. They're all creative. They're all entrepreneurs. They're all people that either they're starting their business, they're already kicking, doing really good, or they want to go to the next level. All right. So here's what it is. Yesterday, I'm having this conversation with this leader, all right? This man, he leads like 400 people. But there is a little problem. The stories that he's telling himself, all right? So he is feeling stuck as a leader with this group of 400 people. So we get into these conversations, right? And again, remember, I get on the board, I start writing, I start listening. But everything that is coming out of his mouth is that he wasn't made for that he's not a leader, that is too much. So the feelings, frustration, sadness, some depression, angry, and blaming. Because that's usually how it goes. It starts from the thought, the feeling, then you start acting dumb, doing the wrong thing because you got the wrong thoughts, the wrong feelings, and then you get mad because of the result. And immediately you start blaming. You start blaming, you don't take responsibility because you're not aware of what's going on, and you're not aware that everything started just with a thought, with a story that you're telling yourself. So then I start asking him all kind of questions about everything about him till that moment, till yesterday. Everything that he has passed, everything that he has done, the places where he has been, the reason where he's at, where he's at. And I start writing down. And then after I'm done for a half an hour, I don't have to say a thing. All I have to force him is him to look into that board and find the answers. So what is it that he sees on that board that he's been prepared to do that he is the one that all his entire life, the purpose of that life, it was for him to be in the place that he's at. And the only thing that is killing the entire thing is the feelings because of the stories that he's telling himself. And again, I have to make him aware that this reality, what we wrote on the board, that's another story. And that story that we wrote on the board is the opposite story that the one that is telling him in his head. And then I asked him, do you have any evidence to back up that story that you're telling yourself in your head? And he's like, well, not really. Because I don't suck. Because it's not that I haven't been made to do this. I've been ready all my life for this. So then he starts seeing that whatever is on paper, it is the opposite story to what he's telling himself in his head. And that's exactly what's happening to all of us. We tell ourselves a story in our head and then we believe it. And we think that's the truth. But in reality, like a friend of mine says, a warrior, he says, the facts are the truth. So when we see on paper the facts, guess what? That becomes the truth, and that kills the story on your head. But then again, if you start talking to a religious guy, he's going to be saying like, oh, that's the enemy. Oh, the devil is so bad. The devil wants to trick me. No, you're the one that is tricking yourself, and you're the one that is making these thoughts, and you're the one that are believing your thoughts. And these thoughts are pretty much come from laziness, from being in your comfort zone, from not wanting to push, from feeling comfortable, and from not taking responsibility. So, I tell you what, if you have the balls, hire a coach. Hire a coach. And someone that understand the place where you're at least. Right here at the Ark, we help married men with children, with business, that believe in the Creator, that believe in God. Because as a coach, when I work with people that believe in God, it is so easy to help them understand the purpose, the reason, the way. I'm talking about a God that you can't see. I'm not talking about the God that you put in little pictures or little dolls or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the creator of this universe. Because if you're putting your God, if your God is in a picture, or if your God is in a little doll, or one of these little things that they make by hand, then your God is too small and I can't help you. That's it. I mean, I already know that's limiting you. If that's your God, it was created by you, it was selected by you, or it was given to you. Remember that stronger is the man that conquers his spirit than the one that conquers the city. Ciao.